Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. This week we are taking a look at actors that I don't know why are not giant stars. Here's a few of them in the background, but this is a bigger list than I have. I'm going to focus on 7 wonderful actors that should be big movie stars. Let's take a look at some of their works. You could see some of the big talent that I don't know why are not big movie stars. Let's go now. The first person on our list is maybe a little controversial to have on here, Delroy Lindo. He has been in so many great movies. He's been in Malcolm X. He was a great sidekick in Get Shorty. He was a super sexy character in This Christmas, but I had to put him on this list. But this movie, Da 5 Blood, should have knocked it out of the park for him and put him on everyone's A-list all the time. He was up for many, many awards for this film. It is gritty, it is great, he is wonderful, yet he was not Oscar nominated for this film. So Oscars aren't the only reason to be a big star, but he should be above the title star, and he should have been doing it years ago. By the way, you can watch Da 5 Bloods on Netflix right now and see how great he is, and agree with me that he should be one of the biggest stars we have today. Big talent, great actor, but he needs to be a star. Mark Ruffalo is another one. Yes, he has 3 Oscar nominations, and he actually did well on television with a couple of Emmys. But I don't think they always turn to him to be the one to headline their movies. He often joins in an ensemble piece, or I don't think he's the one they think of first, because he doesn't always have the lead role, and he doesn't always get the recognition that he deserves. One movie that you should watch is Dark Waters. His performance will blow you out of the water, as well as this entire film that no one really saw, where he plays a big-time attorney that goes to a small town to investigate why everybody, including the animals, are dying. And he's got to fight big business in this movie, and yet he's just a little man on the totem pole when he works against the big industry of attorneys. It'll cost you a few dollars to rent, but it's a few dollars well spent. And you should also look at his other work, because he's been terrific in many things. You Can Count on Me. I mean, You Can Count on Me, but that's one of his movies. The Kids Are All Right. Oh, he's so good in so many things. No wonder he has 3 Oscar nominations, but is he a big star? No. I bet you 50% of the people don't even know who he is. So discover him, make him a star with me. Thanks. We would all think that Ewan McGregor is a big star, but he's really not. He's not the A-list that a lot of other actors are, and yet he is a multi-talented personality. By the way, you should watch this movie, Down with Love, with Renee Zellweger, which is an old-fashioned type throwback comedy. It costs a few dollars to rent. But back to Ewan. So he really should command big dollars. Remember, he was in Moulin Rouge. He could sing. Oh, Train Spotting. How could we forget all these wonderful performances? The Impossible. He is terrific, but yet he is not the big movie star that he should be. He's got good looks. He can sing. He's got talent. Train Spotting, we know he's also sexy naked. So why is he not the big star? You tell me why you think in the comments below. Okay, I wasn't going to pick this of his movies because it's so hard to watch, but Patrick Wilson needs to be a big star. I think he's finally getting there. He's been doing a lot of horror movies and even directing some, and they've been making a lot of money. So I think he is going to be a name. But if we want to go back to his early roots, first of all, he blew me away in Phantom of the Opera because he could sing and he could dance and he looks good. But you should really seek out Hard Candy. It's so hard to watch, but he's terrific, as well as Elliot Page. He plays a pedophile, so that's never fun to watch in movies. He also dabbled with that topic, but not as the pedophile, and another great performance of his in Little Children. But here he seduces Elliot Page, and he plays a child, and yet he's getting him to get interested in an intimate relationship. The tables are turned in kind of a frightful way, so this really is hard to watch, but it's a really good movie, as is a lot of Patrick Wilson's other movies. seek him out. And if you like horror, he's been doing a whole bunch of those. He's done 3 or 4 sequels to his horror genre films. So good for him. But remember, he's a well-rounded talent and he really needs to be a big giant star. And if this movie didn't make it, I don't know why he wasn't after this film. But anyway, love him and love his work. Now let us talk about Paul Dano. I could not pick which of his many great performances and movies I should put on this list. Should I have done There Must Be Blood? Should I have done Prisoners? What about Love and Mercy? Oh, he's so good in everything. I almost picked something else, but then I go, I gotta do The Fabelmans. This just came out last year. It was up for 7 Oscars. It didn't make a lot of money, but it had so many Oscar nominations, but none for Paul. He was nominated for 20 different awards for Best Supporting Actor. His co-star Michelle Williams got nominated. Judd Hirsch in A Small Flashy Role got nominated, but Paul was overlooked, and he really is the character that binds this movie together. He is often the strong character that keeps all the films together. Other actors get the flashier roles often, like in There Must Be Bloods, where we had Daniel Day-Lewis. He was the big star of that, but Paul kept our attention too. Paul really should be a big star, and I thought this would be the one to do it, but it hasn't happened yet. Let's help make Paul a big star. Look up his movie titles. IMDb is a great source, by the way, and you will see all the terrific work that he's done, and he always delivers, and he's always great. I can't think of one false move he's made. By the way, catch The Fabelmans on Showtime. Okay, let's talk about Philip Vincent D'Onofrio. Oh my God. He did become a big TV star, but he should have been a big movie star. Back in the day when he used his whole name, he's now just Philip D'Onofrio. He did Full Metal Jacket, and he was so good in this. He played a chubby guy that was kind of weighing down, no pun intended, his troupe because he could not do all the physical things. He goes over the top, like, look at him here, scary, scary, scary. And then the next year, he did a movie where he was hunky, hot and fit, where he played in Adventures in Babysitting as Thor. Like, what a change. I go, is that the same actor? He's played Orson Welles a couple of times, like in The Player. He always gives every role his all. But the one movie I want you to watch this week and remember him, because it's a lighthearted role and it shows his diversity. What's that movie? Let's take a look now. It's Mystic Pizza, which you could find on Max. Most of us remember it as the film that launched the Julia Roberts career, but this was a great ensemble piece, including a wonderful performance by Philip D'Onofrio, who actually is the groom at the beginning of this movie, where his bride leaves him at the altar. And actually, let's take a look.
No, I said I was sorry.
Your parents' place, my parents' place, your sister's apartment, the damn John at the pizza parlor. What, Jake? I'm telling you, Joe, that I love you. Doesn't that mean anything to you? I think that when people love each other, they should make a commitment. They should have a wedding in a church with the blessings of God, for Christ's sakes. Don't you get it? I love you. And all you love is my dick. Do you know how that makes...
Ooh, girl. Oh, then we have Jeffrey Wright. How could we forget Jeffrey Wright? I think his star potential kind of dwindled over the years and he's been relegated to more supporting roles. But back at the beginning of his career, when he did Basquiat, which you could rent on Amazon for a few dollars, he looked like a star. He gave a star performance. He embodied Basquiat. He came out of nowhere and just blew us all away. I felt there was great promise with him, and he actually has made many, many good movies since then, but he did not become the Denzel Washington type of star, which he should be. He needs to be above the title big star because he's a big talent. So like many of the other people, well, actually all the people on this list, I don't know why his star kind of fizzled out and he just became an actor, which is great. He has a lot of work. He gets a lot of great roles, but never never the big giant ones that should come to him. He should have first options on many scripts, but alas, he doesn't. But oh, is he good, especially in this performance. So I would go to IMDb and look up all these actors and look at their great performances. Some of them have that chance still to become that big star, because on September 29th, Dumb Money opens, and this features Paul Dano and Philip D'Onofrio. So maybe they'll finally get the star that they deserve. Hopefully, because this looks great. Until next time, I hope you share and subscribe. What actors did I miss that you wish I put on this list, and maybe I could keep them for another list? There's a lot of other ones, so I only did 7. Let me know. Until then, I hope to see you next week and enjoy your time. Okay, bye-bye.